In today's video, I'm walking you through step by step on what to do in order to onboard your new client. Now, this is after your client has signed the contract. I'm also going to share my client welcome pack, which you can access in the comment below. It is in my launch bundle. But before we dive in, if you're new to this channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and like this video. We are doing so many tutorials on this channel, and I also have a new version of a mini podcast that you can check out. All right, now let's dive in on how to onboard a new client. I already mentioned it, you have already signed that client. So they've already signed a contract and ideally also paid the package up front. So now it's really like you want to get access to their channels, and you also want to let them know what is the workflow, how does it work while working with you. I want to mention here that you should have mentioned that as well already when you did the discovery call with your client. So they should already know roughly how you work. So now you could either do a onboarding call with the client, or you could use the welcome package, or you could do both. A lot of the times clients don't have time to do another onboarding call. That's why I just sent them this welcome pack. And then in there, they have all the information how it works working with me. First of all, we're gonna have some guidelines where I share exactly how I, as a freelance social media manager, work with them. In this scenario, always remember, you are the leader, you are not their employee. I am not constantly available, and I plan my content in advance. So they need to know by when do they need to send me content, and they need to know that I pre-schedule everything in advance. Of course, if something happens, a huge event or a huge trend, I am flexible. It's not that. It's just that they're not sending me every day, oh, can we post this and can we post that? This is all pre-planned. So in the guidelines, you want to let them know that you pre-schedule and by when you need their content. You also let them know how the communication works with you. I highly suggest not to give them your phone number and not to have them text you. This is really hard if they send you stuff via text message and then you have some stuff on email and other stuff on another platform. You quickly lose the overview, especially when you work with several different clients. So have one way of communicating with a client, and also put down your working hours. If you only work Monday till Friday, let them know how fast they can expect an answer from you and how they could reach you in case of an emergency, which, let's be honest, we're talking about social media management. That's hardly really an emergency, but it can happen. Then moving on, we're gonna come to timelines. So like I mentioned before, I plan 1 month in advance. So we wanna kind of calculate by when do we need the content for the next month. You can do 2 weeks in advance, for example, but you want to let them know by when can they expect what. For example, after you've did this welcome pack, I will do the social media strategy and you can expect it by then. Then I will work on your content, etc., etc., so that they know what's going on in the background. And you always want to inform them what is happening. So again, you should always be the leader. They should never have to reach out to you and say, hey, what's the update? And now we're going to come to the most important part, how to share their details with you. Highly suggest to tell them they need to have two-factor verification on. So if already one client doesn't have two-factor verification on, let them know they have to put that on. Not to send you any passwords or anything via email or text message. There are specific tools how they can do that. Number one is Meta Business Suite. In Meta Business Suite or Meta Business Portfolio, it constantly changes the name, they can share access to their ad account, Facebook and Instagram. There is tools like LastPass that shares the password without actually showing the password, because a lot of the times the client have the same password for other things. And if your account gets hacked, that password could be used for something else in their business. So you want to be super careful with that. And now talking about Meta Business Suite, a social media manager's best friend or not. It is not always super straightforward to add someone in Meta Business Suite. So I personally do a instruction video in Loom. So I screen share in Loom, do a video and send that in the client welcome pack. So my client knows step by step what to do. And you're gonna record this video only once, and you're gonna record it with a neutral intro. So you're not gonna say, hello client X, you just say, hello to this intro video on how to add me to your Meta Business Suite. So you can use the video over and over again. And then you link it in your Canva document so that the client can watch the video and then realizes, okay, this is how I'm gonna add Nadine to my Meta Business Suite. Then you're also going to share how the client approval process works, and maybe if you have certain review rounds, so if they can give you feedback once or twice so that they don't give you feedback 10 times, and once they give you the okay, you're not going to go back and change everything. So let them know how the client approval process works. Where can they give you feedback? Do you have a shared Google Doc where they can look at the captions? Do you have a specific tool where they can approve a post inside the tool? Meta Business Suite, for example, has this feature now. And then you're also going to link a questionnaire about either their business and their target audience. So if you need more details about their business, you're going to add that there. This could be their brand colors, this could be their specific tone of voice, but also I like to get more information about past marketing efforts if they haven't shared that with me on the call yet. And then specifically, I want them to share with me their target audience, their client avatar. If they don't already have that, which they should as a business owner, then have them fill out your own target audience worksheet so that you really know what kind of content you need to create for who, right? Like it kind of depends who you're marketing to, your social media strategy will change drastically. While they're doing that, you're also doing your homework. You're doing competitor research, market research, and really coming up with a social media strategy. Then once you get the questionnaire back, you can really dive deep into your social media strategy. And also make sure that you regularly check in, because it's not always fun to do these kind of things. I know that when I work with freelancers, like it takes time out of your busy schedule. So sometimes I just need a gentle reminder, and again, have some deadlines so that they know you cannot work on their socials if they don't give you all the details. All right, guys, that's step by step how you onboard a client, and I have full-on tutorials with video screen share on how I do my own onboarding and how I actually do the Meta Business Suite with my client inside my course. But for now, you can access this document in the launch bundle, and if you have specific questions about the onboarding process or questions that came up from clients, let me know in the comments below. See you in the next video. Bye!